Hi YouTube, how are you doing? Alrighty guys, sorry I'm late. I know I am like extremely late. I am. So, let's get going. I'm sorry guys. Sorry. Alrighty, so. Oh, I gotta get some more rotini. You have a box. Okay. This is not even a full box. It's 3/4 of a box. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to save this since it's 3/4, and I'm going to make another pasta, okay? What I'm going to do is I usually buy 2 boxes of each pasta. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start buying 3 boxes so I could have 2 to use a full box and 1 if I want to put a little extra, okay? So right now I'm going to see how much this makes. I'm going to use Salentini. Salentini, which is that curly, but y'all probably all know this pasta. I just wouldn't know it by the name either. I'd forget, okay? We're going to use this pasta, okay? So let me get this water. I'm going to get it hot because the water will boil faster, okay? And then as soon as I get the water on and start boiling, turn it on, then we are going to go ahead and shred the chicken. Okay? We are going to go ahead and shred the chicken. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead. I didn't want to because I didn't want more stuff to wash, but I am going to go ahead and put the chicken in there. And I'm going to go ahead and leave this out. So I can clean the pasta when it's done, okay? Alright, so we're going to put the chicken in here. And we are going to use the hand mixer. Okay? Now if y'all want to see the Cash App, or you want to, click the link for the Cash App, or you want to, go on to my, Amazon wish list, you can always go on to part 1. Part 1 of this morning's video, okay? Because I don't always put it on both. And before I started this live, I did put the Cash App and the Amazon wish list onto YouTube. I was supposed to do it sooner, but I forgot. Okay, but it's on there now. Okay, so let's get this going. Alright, so we're going to put it right here. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on, and I'm going to go, give me 1 second. I don't need the whole recipe because I already put it in the crock pot. I know what to do, but I just want to show them the link and the guy's name that did the recipe, because he sells some kind of low carb pasta, And I couldn't show them this morning because you were out there. That's about mostly it. Alright guys, I had to get my husband's phone. Okay. And I'm going to show you the guy and his link and stuff. And then I'm going to give the phone back to my husband because it needs to be charged, babe. It's at 13%. So I'm just going to show you guys the link because I know what to do with the pasta and the cheese. Okay? So, I know what to do. Okay, so let's go. Hold on. Okay. So, I'm trying to see here. Oh, it's right here. I forgot. I'm not so good with his phone. Okay. So. Oh, here it is down here. Okay, so. This is the guy. This is the name of his group, okay? Here you go. Okay, I'm going to hold it up there. Okay, you see it? It says Keto Snacks. I know it looks backwards. Keto, K-E-T-O, Snacks. S-N-A-C-K-Z, not S. Okay? You guys can see. Alrighty, so it says if you cook chicken with to get my keto pasta with 20 grams of protein, you want to search Carefree. That's Carefree Kitchen Keto Pasta on Amazon, or go to the link in his bio. It's 30% off. So, go to Keto Snacks on Facebook. I think he's on Instagram too. I think I follow him over there. But he does a lot of keto snacks and low carb stuff and stuff like that. So just go to Keto Snacks and follow if you like, and look on his bio for the link, okay? Or you can go to Amazon, like it said, go to Amazon and look up Carefree Kitchen Keto Pasta. Carefree Kitchen Keto Pasta. Okay? Alright. So that's basically what I wanted to tell you in case you want to get that pasta. I'm going to check it out and see how much it costs. I don't know. So let's put some salt. Okay, we got some salt in that pasta water because it's going to boil soon. All right, let's see who's on here. Let's see who's on YouTube. We've got Malayla. I can't say the last part of it. So I'm just going to say Malayla. Did I say that correct? Malayla, how are you doing? Thank you for coming on. Hamed. I can't say the last part either. Hamed, how are you doing? Thank you for coming on as well. Groony Plays. If I said that correct, thank you for coming on. How are you doing? Why did you say, why is there no one here? I was here. I just, if you came on when I went out to the living room, I went out to get my husband's phone because I had to look at something. And I said I'll be right back, but you might not have seen that. But I'm here. Okay? And no, I'm not. Okay? No, I'm not. And we're not going to talk about that or like that in here, okay? All right, so thank you guys for coming on. Thank you guys for coming on. And once again, this recipe is slow cooker or crock pot, low carb, chicken pot pie pasta, okay? We are not using low carb pasta. I don't have it. It's the guy that did this recipe. It's his low carb pasta. And you can find it on Amazon. Like I said, you can find it on Amazon at Carefree Kitchen Keto Pasta. Or you can go to his bio and the link is in there. It's 30% off, okay? Once again, it's Keto Snacks. Wait, let me bring it down. Oh yeah, it's there. Oops. Keto Snacks. Keto Snacks, okay? And you can look at the link in his bio. Alrighty? So let me get some oil to put in the pasta. Okay, there we go. Alright, so the pasta doesn't stick. Okay? Now, let's see. See anybody on Facebook? No. Okay. Alrighty, so how are y'all doing today? What are y'all having for dinner today? Facebook and YouTube. What are y'all doing today? What y'all been up to? How's the weather where y'all live? Anybody come on, tell me. Comment below. What are you having for dinner tonight? How is the weather where you live? Okay, so we are going to, it already went to warm. So I'm going to take the chicken out so I can, and once I do that, I'm going to bring it back down to low because it's going to cook for a little while once I put the cheese in. What I'm going to do, trying to pick the chicken up from the bottom so I don't poke it and try to pull it up and it all break into pieces. Okay? Alright, so, and then trying to get some stuff off. And then once I do that, and this rubber thing is better because at least it will not, like, I won't poke a hole in it like I do the plastic baggies. Okay, now I got it all. Okay, we are going to, let me get my, alright. So we are going to use a hand mixer to break up this chicken. And then, and I know y'all see a lot of steam because the pan is right here next to this. Usually my stuff is on the other counter over here, the smaller counter where my coffee pot is. But that's where the crock pot is. Now it looks like it's got a lot of liquid. Like, I added a little extra. I think it was too much. But let's get this pasta done. And then I'm just pulling this out. So you could use this, the Salente pasta, or you could use the penny pasta. But I was going to use rotini, but I have like 3/4 of a box, so I didn't. So, for my shopping this coming up week, well, it is already this week, when I come near the end of the week, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get 2 more rotini pastas and 2 more Salentini, because why I say 3, that way I can use it for 2 different meals, because I'll have one box a piece plus part of another box. I can use about half the box for one, half the box for the other, okay? Alrighty, so let's stir this up so it doesn't stick. Alrighty, so there we go, it's cooking. Let's see. It says for 11 minutes. Got the timer going. Let's turn the light on. The light might start blinking because it always does. It's something wrong with it. I don't know. So, alrighty. So now, let's get this. Let's get this going. Okay. Now, there is no time limit. Once you put the cheese on top, there is no time limit on how long you have to cook it for. Just enough until the cheese melts. Okay? So that could be 5 or 10 minutes. Because sometimes you put cheese on top and a recipe will say, cook for another 15 minutes. I don't think it really matters. I think all that really matters is that the cheese melts. That's the point we're trying to get at. Okay? So we're gonna start on low since I don't want the chicken splattering everywhere. I'm turning this just a little bit so you can see my face better on Facebook, okay? How come you guys come on here and don't wanna like respond to what I say? Like when I say, can you post below, what are you having for dinner tonight? Or how you been doing? How's your day going? Or whatever. Y'all just don't respond. I don't understand. And I'm talking about you guys on YouTube. Okay. Let's break this up. Gotta hold the bowl so it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, just put it on top of the chicken and just let it break up. Higher, so most of it's broken up. Alrighty. So let's see how this is. And then we'll dump it back into the crock pot, mix it up, and then do the cheese. Now, it says sprinkle some cheese on top and then, you know, cover it for a little while longer. But what we're going to do is, depending how much liquid is in there, I may put some cheese in there, stir it up so the cheese can get mixed throughout it. Because if it's just on top, once you serve a bunch of it, the rest below it won't have cheese. So, yeah. So let's go. Alright. And this is for stirring pasta and stirring that. It's not going to hurt it. Okay. Alright, 8 minutes to go. 7-8 minutes to go for this pasta. Alright, let's get this in here. Get down, Brownie. There's nothing up there. Okay. All right. You want to taste some chicken? Okay, so let's stir. I'm going to stir this up. Can you? when I'm over by the crack pipe, can't see me too much, YouTube. I want you to be able to. Ouch, I touched the crack pipe by accident. Alright, let's get this stirred up. Well, it won't be so liquidy once I put the pasta in. So. Alright. I wish I would have put a little more vegetables, but instead of buying a big bag and just being able to put 12 ounces and then, so I'll know that it's 12 ounces and then a little more, I got two 12-ounce bags, so I didn't want to open the second bag because that will be for another meal. So, well, I could have put a little more and just clip up that bag and add it to another 12-ounce bag when I buy some more this coming up week. So, you know, I don't know. But I don't think of these things. Okay. Alright. Now, if I thought this needed more, like maybe some peas and carrots, because I don't have mixed vegetables in a can, because they have other stuff and it's just nasty. It's just not good. I don't mind peas and carrots if I have to, but corn is fine, green beans is fine, but no. So I could put a can of peas and carrots, but I like peas and carrots. I mean, not that I can put a can, I don't have any. Alright, so that's that. I don't want it. Alright. I'll just let my dog taste it. Okay. Now, let's stir this pasta. Got 5 minutes left. Okay, and then we'll drain it and then we'll dump it into there. Stir it up and then we'll add the cheese and let it melt. Okay? So I'm gonna 5 minutes, I'm gonna turn it back on. Well, I'm gonna leave it on warm until, and I'm gonna cover it until we're ready. This thing it's supposed to bend over. I don't know how this really works. This thing doesn't work like it says on there. There's another one that looked better. I might get that. I don't know. We'll see once I wash this, and I'm going to try to play around with it before I use it again. Okay? Alright, let's eject that. Alright. So that's the end of that. Let me rinse this real quick, the bowl. Just like the rinse thing. Jazzy, Brownie, Fuji, whoever. My dogs. I only got 2 of them, but there's a third one here that we were babysitting over the weekend. Their owner, my son's friend, supposed to come. He said they were gonna have brunch where they were, because they were about 4 or 5 hours away. They were gonna have brunch, and they were gonna head back here. So they should have. I don't know. I hope they come back here because these dogs. Yeah, on my nerves. We lay in the bed. We sleep late, okay? My husband doesn't work till late evening, okay? I don't work because of some issues, but it is what it is. That's not the point. The point is we lay in the bed most of the morning. We just lay there and relax and stuff. And our dogs just lay there with us, or they'll roam the house, and they're so quiet. His dog, constantly something. But it's also almost 7 months old, so you gotta, you know, think about that too. But still, I mean, when my dog was a puppy, we kept a leash on it because we wanted her to stay on the bed because we didn't want her going around the house and maybe peeing and just a lot of stuff. Just like we kept the leash on when we sat on the couch, we didn't want her to go in the bedroom and maybe pee on the floor or pee on my bed, and you know. So less than a minute. Okay, less than a minute, and then we will drain this pasta. Okay, anybody come on? It's hard to look with this. Anybody come on? Nope, nobody's come on YouTube. I mean, Facebook. See, anybody come on? Anybody else? Anybody on on YouTube? Gonna respond below? Well, how has your day been? What are y'all having for dinner? Alrighty. So let's turn this back on to... Turn the temperature back on to low. Let's drain this pasta. Whew. Give it a second to drain. And I'm going to wipe some of it. Yeah, so... Try not to burn myself. Oh, I gotta turn that off. Forgot. Just trying to get some of this pieces of, not big pieces of chicken, just little pieces that, just little tiny little pieces that flew when I was trying to use the hand mixer to break it up, okay? But the hand mixer is the best. But when you do it on chicken that you fried or baked, it doesn't always work as well. Okay. So let's just get this out the way. Alrighty. Give it one more shake. Let me make sure I lift the lid off. Open this up. And I gotta work on that because it's tall. And I have to kind of fold in the edges. Before I put the lid down, and I tried to stretch it over the sides of the crock pot, like fold it over, because there was one type, it wasn't like this type, it was a different type that showed that it folded over, you know, all around. This one, no. I know that these, when you close it like this and it's got a little thing you can clip it into like that, that's for carrying it. It's got the handles for it. So I don't know. Alright, so let's get...
What happened to the car?
So we are going to start this up. Do you want to taste any of this? Before I add cheese? Yes. I'm about to add some cheese. Yeah. My son's friend came back to that. Can't have cheese, so. Yeah. Because I'm about to add, just so I can have cheese all the way through, guys, I'm going to put a little bit of cheese in there, maybe about half a cup, and then I'm going to mix it up. Because it says just put cheese on top, but I want to be able to, after we serve it, and the cheese, you take all the top part, I want to have cheese throughout it.
right?
It's like a pot pie, kind of like.
Yeah, it's not bad. Where you leave it?
So let me get the cheese out.
Do you have any more dog food left or no?
No,
Okay.
of course not.
I don't know.
It wasn't even quite enough.
Sure?
No.
Damn, you get a little bigger.
Even then, I don't know how much you feed your dog.
Yeah, I feed him 2 or 3 times a day.
Huh?
I feed him 2 or 3 times a day.
No, how many cups you feed him?
Nah, I don't know. I just fill the bowl up.
Because if you fill, he's got the small one. If you fill the small one up, that's like 2 cups. But
That's around the size I have at home.
But I tried to put it like 1 or 1.5 because it wasn't going to be enough. And then the last couple of times, I had to mix a little bit of our dog's food, even though it was adult food, to make enough for it to last.
That's cool. TBI.
All right, got it.
Alright, everything else is good, yeah. Alright, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I'll see you later, Thomas.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I was just talking about it. About when my son's friend was coming to get his dog. And as soon as I said that, like a minute, 2 later, he popped through the door. And who's happy?
This guy.
This mama. All right, come here, Alvin. Here, you do open this one. I just want to put a little bit of both, since there's not much. Don't put a lot because I'm gonna mix this.
Ooh, cheese.
This is the Colby Jack, but the Colby Jack has Monterey Jack too. That's my son. If you guys are looking, let me see how. All right.
That's all that was left.
I'm gonna put some on the top. I'm supposed to put some on the top. It doesn't say mix any through it, but I want to have cheese throughout it. And I still got to melt the cheese on top, Alvin. He's already digging in it.
Which one? Try it.
Oh. And he's making a mess while he's at it, people. Now the cheese that I'm mixing throughout it probably.
I guess I'll eat it.
We'll start mixing. What's wrong with it?
Nothing. It tastes fine.
We'll start melting now.
Jazzy, get out.
Oh, I should have. Okay, so now I got it all mixed through. Which
It's
one
just
is
a little dry. Like it needs some.
Which one is yours?
The one on the right, maybe.
What, do you want me to pour the rest of this in there?
It's just a little dry.
Well, I'm going to pour a little
Maybe
bit.
just a little bit and see how it looks.
I'm just going to pour a little bit because I was going to pour maybe
But
a
there you
little
go,
bit
yeah.
over the dog's food, see if they'll eat it. But, let me get the spoon. That's why I saved it and didn't throw it away. It didn't look, it was just, it's just, you know, once you get the pasta and the, well, once the chicken is all shredded up and everything. No, yours was on the left. Now, once you get it all, I just want to see how this tastes before I put the cheese on it. Mmm. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. It's really good. Okay. But I'll do a bigger and better taste for you guys. All right. So we're going to just sprinkle some cheese right over the top. Not a whole lot, but. Okay. Just a little bit more. Okay. This up for you. All right. Hold on, guys. Let me get a paper towel. Spilling stuff on here. Okay. Now, I'm going to put the lid back on. Just squish that on. Okay. I'm gonna let it just go for a little while. Hope I didn't lose too much heat because I left the lid off, but my son went to take a bite and he got some stuff on the stove. Okay. And there's some stuff that dropped on the edge of the crock pot. Okay? So, with this, see, with the plastic bags, they say there's a risk of it melting, but the ones I get, they never melt. So you're safe with that, no worries. But, sometimes if you got a shred chicken or you stir it, you could accidentally put a hole in it, in the plastic baggie, and then it'll leak through, and then, you know, you'll still have to wash your crock pot. And I've had mine where I put a little hole and it leaked a little bit, and I was like, this food is awful dry. I was like, maybe I didn't put enough something. I need to double the, I don't know, something. But then once I went to put it away, I realized some of the liquid was at the bottom of the pot because I had put a hole in it. So once I was done putting it in the container and I moved the plastic, I poured out that liquid on top of it, mixed it in and put it in the refrigerator for leftovers. But that's what some of it went. But yeah. But here, you're not gonna pop no hole.
I feel like I wish it hit a little harder, but I think the flavor is so good. It's like that a grape or watermelon. When I had the watermelon one was so good. I mean, the grape is fire too.
But so we're gonna give it a few minutes.
Me.
Can you bring the dog's bowls over here? Bring the little one too. I'm gonna put that in the sink to wash.
There's still a lot of food. Here you go, Jesse Poo.
I know they're not. I'm gonna. Well, instead of wasting this.
I don't know why I got a fork.
Not in there.
I'm gonna use a spoon. I don't know why I even got the fork.
I don't know. I'm just gonna add some more food to my dog's bowl. Nice.
Jesse, come here.
Okay. They eat again about I'll say 7 o'clock. I know, and it's almost 6:30 where I am. But they're slow on eating their food. So sometimes it's not till late afternoon before they actually finish their breakfast. So one bowl was still totally full. The other bowl was almost gone. But it's hard to leave it on the floor. Usually I leave it on the floor and they'll munch on it throughout the day. But since we had the other dog, that dog will eat their food and they'll try to eat the other dogs. So it's like, man, it was like hard when my second dog was a puppy, because I had to make sure that my older dog didn't eat the puppy food, the puppy didn't eat, you know. So it was like crazy. So what I'm going to do, just get them to eat, is I'm going to take a little bit of what's left and I'm just going to divide it. Give them a little bit of chicken broth liquid. I know they say it's good for them, they can have some, but it's best to give them the low sodium one, but I didn't have it in this one. I usually do, and I don't usually even give this to them. I just thought about it now since I had a little bit left. So just gonna take this and I'm gonna stir it up so I can get some of that, because it wasn't a lot. Okay. So see, my dog's food. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna go put this down. Eat your food, Jazzy.
My phone.
Yeah, hold on. All right, guys. Give my husband his phone, and there was something else I was going to do. I can't remember. Oh. Alright guys. Sorry, I always do multiple. I just wanted to fill this up. There's no water in there. Just some cold water. Yeah, because the other dog doesn't drink as much water because it'll pee a lot, but I could probably give it a little bit more water than he would get at home, but now my dogs are used to just having as much as they want, of course. Of course, I did the same thing with my dog. Not as much. And I was always home, so I was able to give him a little more water. Give her a little more water and take her out. His dog, when he works and when he goes out for hours, it's not quite as simple, but okay. Let's look at this. See what we got. Oh yes, it's starting to melt. It's not fully melted, but you can see that it is. This thing doesn't want to bend. Okay, let's see. Let's get it down. Yes, once I wash it, I will mess with it, see if it stretches over the sides or what, because I tried to stretch it over the sides, but I was having a hard time because the crock pot was already getting hot around the edges and everything was hot and there was food in there, so it wasn't so easy. So once the crock pot is cooled down and cleaned and everything is good, then I'll try to mess with it and see what. Because like I said before, there was another one. It was oval too, but it was the top around the edge was different, and it showed it in the picture like way hanging over the edge. So did this one show it over the edge, but not as much as the other one, but something, because first of all, it's too tall to just close the lid. You have to bend it in or something. And second of all, it's supposed to fit like exactly in there, like from end to end. But if I put it like close to this end on the right side, there's still like this much space between the other end and the other end of the plastic liner and the crock pot. So I don't know. So I'll have to work on it and see. Happy Monday, Super Rainbow Queen. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on. You're the one that comes on the most. How has your day been? And what are you having for dinner tonight? Are you cooking tonight, or are you just having whatever? But how has your day been? I ask everybody how's their day been, what are they having for dinner, and nobody responds. The only thing I get out of people that come on here is hi, and then sometimes they just want to be crazy. I don't know. But for some reason, and I don't know if it's just me or what, but with the names that I see, they don't remind me of just like, I don't know, regular everyday people that are coming on here. You know, when you have like, I don't know how to say it, like just people who just randomly come on and check out your live and don't stay and just like go around and check it. I don't know how to explain it, like not regular people, or maybe, I don't know if it's foreign people. I'm not prejudiced, of course. I will be friends with anybody, but just people who, I don't know. It's because I've been asking and asking, and they've been on here forever, and I've been asking. How has your day been? I've got nothing.
Excuse me, Mother. Is my food ready?
No. What did you have for dinner? No answer. When I'm on Facebook and people come on, they answer me, but I don't know. Like this, Alvin, come here.
What's up?
Like, look at the people's names on there. Not the last one, not super.
Ahmed.
Don't they all? Don't they all seem? They're like not regular.
Are you trans is crazy.
Huh? Not like regular people. Cause like I asked them questions and I
Somebody
know,
in the comments is, are you trans? Weirdos.
like they don't respond when I ask questions like they do on Facebook.
Where do you want?
Like when I said, "Oh, what are y'all cooking for dinner tonight?" or
Maybe they didn't cook dinner.
"How has your day been?" Like when I ask it to my friends that I normally know that come on Facebook, they're like,
What are you waiting on? I thought it was ready.
"My day has been good. I'm waiting for the cheese to melt."
Oh, what? On top?
I checked it once, but I haven't checked it.
Yeah,
yet.
it's getting there. It looks like it's getting there.
But and I say, what are you cooking tonight? And my friends on
Some box
Facebook,
or something.
they'll be like, nothing. We're going out to eat, or they'll be like, I'm making some, chicken and whatever.
Yeah, there could just be some box.
I don't know. It's just different. Like before, I used to have some people come on YouTube, not a lot, but it just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like, they just don't seem like the regular, you know what I'm saying? Because all of a sudden one day, all these people with the foreign and weird names started coming on, but they never really said anything except for hi, and that was it. So I don't know if it's just me or what. But I'm just talking about everybody else, but not you, Super Rainbow Queen, because I've seen you come on a lot. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate the rest of you, too. I'm just wondering what you've been up to today, or how has your day been, or what are you fixing for dinner, or how is the weather? Has it gotten any better? I know it's only March, but we're now into spring. That doesn't mean that it will automatically turn into spring weather. No. You can still have some winter weather, even though the first day of spring was the other day, so you never know. Let's see, anybody come on here? Nope, nobody came on Facebook. Nobody. Okay. Just trying to close up my cheese. Oh, on the back of this cheese there's a tater casserole, it's called. Makes 4 servings. Tater casserole. Ground beef, onion, celery, condensed soup, tater tots, shredded Colby and Monterey Jack. Good. It's probably just the onions cooked with the ground beef. And then when the ground beef's done, it's mixed with the cream of celery and mixed up and then put in a casserole dish with the tater tots on top and then the cheese and then cooked. Some recipes tell me to cook the tater tots first. And then I have some recipes that have me just top the rest, because there's a couple of different recipes with tater tots. And then there's other recipes that just have me top the casserole with the frozen tater tots and just cook it until the tater tots are cooked. So it just depends where you see the recipe. Okay, so let's check this out. Let me put this back here. Let's check this out. Ooh, nice. Let's see. Okay, if it tastes ready, if everything's ready to go, I'll turn it back to warm. Mmm. That's good, peoples. If you would like to add some parsley on top as a garnish, you sure can. Mmm. My happy dance saying it was good. Alright, that was good. So now, YouTube is going to pause for just a second. Okay, I just needed to take a picture. Normally I can just take a picture, but since I'm using my phone for YouTube, I need to go out of it to take a picture. Okay? Alrighty, guys. So, that was really good. Okay, so I'm going to end this. Let me put this unwarm. I'm going to end this the way I end all lives. I appreciate you guys for coming on. Though I don't think I had anybody on Facebook, but all you guys on YouTube, I appreciate you guys. Super Rainbow Queen, Ahmed, Groon Plays, if I said that correct, and Malayla. I think that's it. I appreciate you guys all for coming on, and I appreciate anybody who come on and watch the replays. Just comment hashtag replay, and if you come on, tell me how you're doing and what the weather's been like around your way, if it's getting any warmer or if it's still cold. All right, and stay positive. Keep working on yourself and your goals. You know, do something positive for yourself every day and someone else, and just keep being who you are. All right? And have a good rest of your evening. Good night's sleep. And let's be ready for another day tomorrow, Tuesday. And I want you guys to know I love all of you guys. And I will talk to you guys later. I'll be back on here on Friday. And hopefully I'm going to try to go shopping before Friday, because I usually don't do it till the weekend or Monday or the following Monday. I'm like, because this week is pay week. I am just procrastinator. So I'm going to try to do it because I had it written on there to have tostadas. You know, just buy those crunchy flat tostadas. And then we're going to top it with some refried beans, ground beef, you know, maybe some shredded cheese, or you could put some, you know, just cheese from the jar or whatever, and then, you know, add your toppings that you like. Avocado or guac, either way. You can cut them into little quarters, the avocado, or get guac and just put some on there. Sour cream, salsa, hot sauce, whatever you want. Okay? And you can even cook onions and minced garlic into the ground beef, or you don't have to. Whatever you want, each to their own, okay? But we're going to make some tostadas. I just saw a picture of somebody who did some tostadas, and it just got me craving it, okay? Alrighty, so that's what's coming up Friday. And if something comes up and I don't get to cook Friday, I'll make the tostadas either Saturday or I'll do it the following week, but it will get done. Alrighty? Alright, I love you guys. Have a good evening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, YouTube.